Few figures cut as imposing a legacy as Harald Hardrada, the audacious Norwegian who dared to be the last of the Vikings. His tale is an epic ballad of ambition, resilience, and indomitable will, woven against the tempestuous tapestry of the Middle Ages. Born Harald Sigurdsson in the winter-kissed backdrop of Norway in 1015, his life unfurled amidst the chaotic backdrop of a fractured kingdom, a realm shaped by the thunderous clash of steel, the fiery dance of territorial disputes, and the shadowy game of thrones. At the tender age of 15, he plunged into the maelstrom of war, fighting valiantly alongside his half-brother King Olaf at the pivotal Battle of Stiklestad. Their forces, though fierce, were vanquished. Olaf was claimed by the icy hands of death, while Harold, gravely wounded, was spirited away to safety. His path to destiny led him eastwards, to the gilded grandeur of the Kievan Rus. Here, he honed his martial prowess, etching his place among the legendary Varangian Guard, those elite warriors who safeguarded the Byzantine emperor himself. Bathed in the opulence of Byzantium, Harold amassed wealth, influence, and an abundance of military wisdom. He embarked on campaigns that touched the corners of the known world, from the wild heart of Bulgaria, across the sun-kissed landscapes of Sicily, and to the revered and holy lands of Jerusalem. Yet, the call of his homeland was a siren song he could not ignore. After 2 decades of foreign exploits, Harold set his course homeward, his gaze fixed on the throne that beckoned him. In 1046, he donned the crown as King Harold III, but his ambition was a flame that could not be quenched. His eyes danced with dreams of a united Scandinavia, his lust for power reaching out to the shores of Denmark and even England. In the fateful year of 1066, he unleashed his forces upon England, a brutal campaign that climaxed in the bloody ballet of the Battle of Stamford Bridge. Harold waged war with the ferocity of a true Norse warrior, his spirit unyielding. But the English, under the command of King Harold Godwinson, were a formidable adversary. Harold fell, his death tolling the solemn death knell of the Viking Age. The Saga of Harald Hardrada is a sweeping testament to a man whose blood and iron ambition mirrored the relentless courage of his time. His life, a saga steeped in the crimson hues of battle and the gilded grandeur of royal power, echoes the spirit of the Viking Age, a time that irrevocably shaped the course of Western history. From the frost-laden expanses of his native Norway, across the azure waters of the Mediterranean, to the emerald meadows of England, Harold's tale is one of relentless pursuit, a pursuit of power, of glory, and of a vision to unite the scattered lands under one banner. His legacy, etched in the ancient tongues of runestones, carries the echoes of his exploits. Sagas are sung, tales told, all carrying the weight of his ambition, his battles, his victories, and his losses. In his final moments at Stamford Bridge, facing the relentless tide of the English forces, Harold stood tall. He met his end not as a man defeated, but as a warrior embracing his fate, marking the poignant end of an era. His spirit lives on, in the rugged landscapes of Norway, in the hallowed halls of history, and in the collective memory of the people who remember him as the last great Viking.